Sit. Yes. There you go. Go, go. Wait. No. No. Is your brain forgetful this morning? All right. What a girl. You set? Hey. Set. Willow. No. Set. Do you want? Are you coming up? Okay. Come on. Sit. Sit. Yes, good girl. Heel. Take the sights in. Good girl. Sit. Good. Heel. Come on. Hey, hey, hey. No, faster isn't the way to go. Come on. Come on. Easy. There you go. Good. Sit. Yes, good girl. Heel. Good. Come on. Good girl. Good girl. Yes, good girl. Heel. Heel.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Thank you.
You have a dog that came.
Aw. She's a good one.
Oh yeah, I had two of them. Buddy.
No. You want to pet her? Say hi.
I used to walk him around with your big old chains because my dog like that, he didn't like nobody.
Aw.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Heel. Good girl.
I normally ask people before I touch their
It's
guinea.
always smart.
Oh yeah, always.
You never know.
Exactly.
You're welcome. Yes, good girl. Down. Down. So right there, I used the e-collar. It's on a 19. The first time I used it, she was like, eh. So I gave her one more, and she was like, okay, I'll go down. She's a good example of when she's a little nervous. The e-collar does encourage her to go down. Phew. Let's try again. Sit. So that was no e-collar. Down. No e-collar. So this time she's like, okay, I know Sarah's going to follow through. Phew. Good girl. Phew. Sit. So that was with the e-collar. Down. E-collar again. So it's just a 19 is a pretty good level for her today. She's an interesting one because depending on her mood, depends on whether you got to have it at a 12, 19, sometimes 40, and she's like, don't care. Other times she's like, oh no, it's at a 40. Phew. Hi. Hi.
Which one do you like each other? Oh, yeah, I like her. Done. Are they ready?
Down. There, I used the e-collar. We do want to make sure that we don't just use the e-collar when she's not listening. So you kind of want to think of it like when you're using leash pressure, but instead of using leash pressure, I'm using the collar pressure, the e-collar pressure. So like if she doesn't listen to something immediately, I might use it. Or like with the down, she hasn't been very consistent about going down when she's busy looking at all the things. So instead of waiting to see if she's going to listen, I'm just going to pair it with my word, the down command. Good girl. All right. All right is what I've been using to tell her she can get up. Yes, good girl. So she chose to do that on her own. If she hadn't, within a couple seconds, I would have used the e-collar. Down. So she's not listening. I'm just going to... And then she listened. Good girl. Heel. Come on. Get up here. Will, come. Yes. Good girl. Yes. Heel. Good girl. Down. That was no e-collar. Good girl. Heel. As you know, with dogs, keeping them guessing is the key. So using it sometimes, not using it other times, she'll think, okay, there's always the possibility that I have the e-collar power. Come. So I didn't use it there. I did the last time. Yes. Come. There, I used it. Good girl. Heel. Yes, what a girl. Heel. Come on. And I could use it there too. I'd probably want to put it on lower level and put it on like a 12. So if she's not keeping up with me, although I know with your walking issues, she might need to be more used to walking really slowly. So we've been practicing that too, where I make sure that she knows a nice slow walk. But if she's not keeping up with me or she's trying to get ahead of me, I can also use the e-collar to let her know, get up here. Or to go easy. She's doing perfect right now, so I'm not going to use it. Right here, I'm going to use it easy. Heel. Yeah, heel. There you go. Good girl. So I pressed it a few times until she got back into position. Oh, she sees some birds. You see some birds, don't you? No sniffing. I'll use it there for that sniffing. Sit. Pressed it a couple times there until she sat. She chose to go down. That's fine by me. Good girl. Yes. Hello. Pop, 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 pop. What are you looking at? All the things? Wait. Good girl. Good weight. Will, come. Good girl. Yes, good girl. We've been working a lot on come, usually sit in front, but I almost always do it down after the sit because I don't want her to come to you and then just take right off. I want her to come and lay down. So that's why she automatically went down there. Good girl. Wait. So I'm going to use this to help collar. Willow, come. Just tap on the e-collar. There's our sit. She get reward for sit. And then down. She didn't listen the first time because she was looking at the water, so I gave her just a quick tap. And this is what I love about the e-collar. Like, all you're going to have to do when she's not listening is tap. Re-say the command maybe once or twice. Tap, tap. You're not going to have to mess with collar and leashes and putting her in a down, all that. She knows what's expected. Sometimes she just gets puppy brain and chooses to not listen. Wait. She's really, down. So right there, I used it to remind her to go back down. She's really nervous about the little water over there. So this time I'm not going to call her. I'm going to come back to her because she did. Down. Reminded her again. We're not getting up. This is her nerves coming out. She's like, Sarah, this is silly. This is on top of water. Like, what in the world? Good girl. But when she gets nervous about something like this, this is where I keep telling you, you have to give her direction. So instead of playing into her nerves, I'm just, nope, you're fine. Lay down. And then as she's laying there, she gets to see, oh, this isn't that big a deal. Good girl. Yes. Wait. Sit here. A lot of times when we sit down, dogs think that's a cue to get up. So I've been practicing a lot with sitting down while she stays in whatever position. Yes, good girl. Yes, you're doing really good. Wait. Good, wait. Down. There you go. I just pressed the e-collar, remind her to stay down. And all that's on a 12. You can see the little number on there. Down. Down. So if she's not listening on a 12, I might move it up. Down. I moved it up to a 24, pressed it 3 more times. She's like, okay, fine. She does not like to be away from her people. Good girl, yes. I know this is hard. You're on a strange dock. water running under you. And it looks like I'm leaving you, but I'm not. Good girl. Yes, good girl. Good, wait. All right, put it back down to the 12. Willow, come. Yes, good girl. Got her sit. Willow down. Yes, nice. Good girl. Wait. No, wait. I was just turning you around. Yeah, okay. Good, wait. Wait. Good girl. Yes, good girl. Go to the other side here where it's closer to the thing that she was nervous about. She's doing really good. And this side is more wobbly. I'm wobbling it on purpose. Good girl, yes. Heel. Good girl. Where are you going? Where are you going? Come on. There you go. Yes, good girl. Yes, I know. Good girl. You hear all them ducks? Do you hear all them ducks? It's pretty exciting, isn't it? Mm-hmm. Heel. She's not sitting when she knows that she's supposed to sit when I stop. So I'm going to tap this until she decides, hey, Willow, sit. Sit. Yeah. You gotta listen. Yes. Heel. Let's try it again. So, good. I was gonna say, if she didn't sit that time the first time, I would up this from a 13 to something 10 or 20 higher. So she doesn't get used to ignoring it. You can't get used to ignoring commands. Heel. I don't care how many geese there are. People and dogs. There's a Aussie up here with a bunch of geese. Let's try again. There's our sit. There's our automatic sit. Good girl. I like to also wait for eye contact before moving forward to know that she's really paying attention. Willow. And lay down. That's not what I wanted.
I used to, but I didn't think.
Yeah. It's nice to be casual.
All the jobs I've had, it's been a while since
Yes, there's the eye contact, and then we move forward. Easy. Easy. Good girl.
I understand, but I ain't like those. Everybody gonna be accountable to that. Gotta be accountable.
Good girl, you're not eating goose poop. That's good at least. She's a little too interested in those geese, so I'm going to pump it up here. Around her, we ignore things like geese. So that's on a 42, and you can see how she's not overreacting to it, but staying under control. Good girl. And I'm just pretty much constantly tapping 42 at the 42 here to remind her that we're ignoring those. Yeah, we're ignoring those. So it's like, as the whole time, let's stop here for a sec. So the whole time we were walking past the super distracting geese, I was doing tap, 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 tap on this 42 level. Because when a dog is super focused on something, it's real easy for them to ignore sensations. So it is perfectly okay to use this as a, like you would leash pressure again. You know, if I was going to be using leash pressure while passing those geese, it would have been constant pressure on, pressure off, pressure on, pressure off until we got past them. But instead, I'm using the collar. Pressure on, pressure off, pressure on, pressure off until we passed them. Now, make sure I put it back down. Yes, good girl. Yep. Put it back down to the 12 that we were working at. And every time that nose hits the ground, that's another good time to do tap, tap, tap until she gets that nose up off the ground. Tap, tap, tap right there. She's ignoring it. Put it higher. No. Hey. Thank you. Yeah. You're not paying attention, are you? So just last sniffing there. I'm going to tap, tap, tap until she's ignoring it. I'm going to put it higher. Tap, tap, tap. She's still ignoring it. 27. Now she's not. Yes, good girl. Right there. Her nose is back down on the ground. Tapping it at 27. Get that nose up. She is the master. Let's go back up to our 40. 40 seems to be a sweet spot for her. There we go. Got that head up off the ground just using the e-collar. If you keep it up, we're going to go up to 50. There we go. That's at 52. And I don't know if some of it's her hair is so long that it works as a padding. I do have contact points on this e-collar that are made for long-haired dogs. But she definitely is an expert at ignoring it at times. But that's where you take your clue and go 10 notches up until she can't ignore it. Good girl. Hi. Nose and back down, so I tapped it. It's still at 52. Good girl. Heel. It's a tough environment for you. She does better at the stores than out in nature for sure. Come. Yes, good girl. Heel. Down. Good. Yes, heel. Yes, good girl. Heel. Yes, good girl. Down. Good girl. Heel. Heel. Making sure she understands we leave birds alone. That's what that was all about. Good girl. Who's that? Is that your friend? Yes, good girl. Heel. It is hot. Leave it. Aw. They are. There's our friend from earlier. There's our friend from earlier, huh? Yes, good girl. Willow. Down. Good. Heel. Yes, good girl. Yes, heel. Hello.
The funny thing is he wouldn't trust him to do the stuff he's asking me to do.
Yes, good girl. Heel. No. Yes. Hey. So she knows to stay in the down and to not get up until I get a hold of her leash and say, all right. Good girl. This is another area where she knows to sit, wait, give eye contact. Until I use the release word. Don't you even do it. All right. We consider the gate a door too. Yes. Easy. Easy. Good. Easy. Good. And the car door. Yes, good girl. You gotta wait. You gotta wait. Alright. Good girl. We wait for eye contact and the release word. Alright. Good girl. Get home. She has to stay in a down until I get a hold of her leash. Good girl. And I say, all right. Sit. Good. And I usually try to have her sit after she gets out of the car, just to make sure she's not wandering all over the place. Good girl. Let's go. And we get to the door. Yes, we sit. Good girl. Eye contact and wait for the release word. Yes, good girl. All right.